Zeke's and closed down.
I've never been there before.
I ain't been there either, but it sounds dramatic. It sounds serious. Some serious. Get your beard in order, Mr. Thomas, because you got some crumbs in your beard.
Right now, I'm thugging it right now. I don't even care.
Go live in 3,
2, 1.
2, 1.
You gonna be chewing your gum like that?
Oh, man, listen here. This is one of the most like professional reckless podcasts.
If you gonna do that, then I might as well.
No, don't do the pat.
Cause you are.
I said I wasn't never gonna chew gum.
She didn't work your nerve that bad.
Last time I chewed gum, I had to get a root canal.
Oh, I got 6 of those.
6?
6.
You set a point like my main molars gonna have.
Intelligent and ignorant, you heard it first.
Sipping on this brown with a brown skin.
We know all about those.
Skins with time beard. Who you love?
Which mic are you on?
Let's talk about it.
Nah.
The hottest topics and best believe we ain't going gothic. Hotter than the tropics. You looking forward, you know we got it. See the bigger picture, no microscopic. We the livest. Know you tuned in. Yeah, we know you tuned in. Nothing but a G thing. All we missing is juice and gin.
You gotta try to cook these on air though.
Special guests every single
We gotta have a moment of silence as you.
Calm down, youngin'. I know you see that we running. I promise that this ain't nothing compared to what's really coming. Andre, I ain't talking 3,000. I'm talking drumming off the glass when I dunk it. It's geese. Just say you love it.
Not today. You a chocolate chip type of guy.
Getting jiggy on the mic. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's that ignorant issue, like sports, social commentary, women in life. Yeah, it's that ignorant issue.
She was like, you don't look like you gonna share it either.
It's that ignorant issue, like sports, social commentary, women in life.
Water with bundles on there. Okay. I mean, the show started, but I got a crunching munch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fixing my life with these cookies. How y'all doing, ladies? Y'all good?
Yes.
Y'all go ahead and talk for a minute while I chewing, biting.
Well.
I'm Thomas, and y'all know me, the most jiggy. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Got a guest today.
Yes, my name is Mignon.
Who like to fix
And what we call you?
Mimi.
Okay,
Where you get the nickname Mimi?
My mama. I don't know.
Hey, your mama bad too,
Maybe
though.
because people couldn't
got a
pronounce
husband.
Mignon.
I know she,
So they we just gonna call you Mimi.
I remember we was first going to Fierce, right? And Mignon, she like a spitting image of her mama, though.
So is.
Like spitting image.
Like identical.
Man, she's so like conserved and professional, but she look mad. I'm like, this is her mama.
Oh my God.
God.
That is like my godmom.
No, you know what it is though, because you know what, like women with short hairstyles that can pull it off.
Yeah.
And
her mom,
her skin was just. I'm like, who is you? I'm Mrs. Bird. I'm here for Mignon. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is lit. Mommy lit.
Yes,
I'm
that's
in
my
7th
mama.
grade.
That's my mama.
Hey, whatever
grandma
thirsty
like
is, I was that. You know what I mean? Puberty just hit. I'm like, oh my goodness, Miss Mignon. Anyway, we talking about budgeting and finances and your credit. Please, how did you get into that lane? What made you want to take that lane and fix a nigga's finances, beloved? Let me know.
So it all started with my mama, as you just talked about.
Look at you, shout you. Hey, mama.
Miss Yvette
Yvette
Bird.
Can she
Yes,
bake? I don't wanna cut you off.
Yvette Bird.
Can she bake?
Oh,
Yes, she can.
Oh my.
She
The woman can
got
cook.
me into baking too,
Oh my. She
And
can cook
she
and
and
then
cook.
budgeting.
look, she turned my whole life upside down with a shepherd's pie.
Yep, she was a vegan,
I
right?
was vegetarian.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was vegetarian for 2 years. I had a shepherd's pie at her house. I ain't never looked back.
I mean, y'all mama can cook too.
My
Oh.
mom is my lifesaver. She
That's
really
beautiful.
Is.
Our black women just definitely needs to be appreciated. If anything, that was a shout out and appreciation, mama. No disrespect. I know you got a man at home. I ain't even gonna say it,
yes,
man. You
Mr.
got
Reginald Bird.
you got a husband at home.
Yes,
know what I
I
mean?
have
He
that.
ain't- he-
Yes,
he,
and I don't play no games when it comes to. I just got done watching the ID channel, so I don't want no smoke, Mr. Bird, or whatever your last name is, maiden name or whatever.
Mr. Bird,
Mr. Bird, we don't want no issues.
Yes.
You know, your wife is a beautiful woman. Y'all have a beautiful family, beautiful child. I got to keep it respectful, but the lust was there. So back to the budget. And now, what happened with the budget now? Your mama?
So my mom, ever since we left high school, she instilled in my sister and I how to effectively craft a budget. Because ultimately, if our budgets and finances weren't in line and secure, then her budget wasn't secure. right?
Explain that. Yeah, go ahead, break it down.
So if we need help, then that means that she has to come out of her finances.
Of course.
To make sure that we're okay. But let's say she wanted to plan a trip with my dad to go to X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But we say, hey, Mom, we can't pay for our lights, even though she taught us that, hey, how you doing with your budget?
Right.
Then that is just things that come out of her finances that she could have just paid for herself,
Right. I got you.
So with that, she just instilled in us every day how to exactly go about executing a budget in terms of our lights, schools, food, our car notes, rent.
Side niggas.
Okay, not that. Although I do recommend if you have a man, if you have a partner, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you definitely need to put them in your budget. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Anywho,
go ahead.
Anywho, she would just say, every day, how you budget, how things going, every week, how you doing, you pay for your bills, how you doing. So she just instilled in that. So I was just petrified of her because if I didn't pay my bills, something was gonna go down. So.
Yeah, Mama like, I'm
Mama
about to whip
Bird,
up.
when she say do something, you just do it.
You do it with
Okay?
no hesitation.
This is so true.
So with that, I just love it. And then I just grew to love personal finance as well. All throughout my whole undergraduate career, I worked at a credit union. So that really helped me out too. And then when I attended Michigan State University, I took a personal finance class as well.
Let me get a shout out because Michigan State, Jesus Christ.
I
love Michigan State chicks, man. Like y'all the best ever. Like those
thanks.
are some of the most like classy ratchet chicks you'll ever come across. Like
not me.
I'm saying ratchet in a good way.
Hold on.
Like they turn up, but they very on their shit though. You know what I mean?
That is true.
You really can't mess with no state chick if you ain't on your shit, beloved. You got to be on your 10 toes. You know what I'm saying?
Go green.
Go white.
Go green and white, man. Shout out to U of M. A lot of my clients and everybody I do work for through those schools and stuff like that. So
that's great.
I really appreciate y'all college kids, man. Y'all motherfuckers be stressed out.
Yes.
I didn't know. You know what I mean? Talking about edges snatch. Y'all done lost some edges in the middle of them, the midterms and shit. But personal finance is definitely something that's critical in the black community. I think we talked about that just recently.
Yes,
nobody's moms out here really instilling that in their children.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there because I don't think that's all necessarily true. Because I did listen to you all podcast last week, so you have to think about it like this. So let's go back all the way back to 1922, right? That's when our parents were born, right? During the
majority of them,
majority, right?
Yeah.
That was during the Great Depression, World War I. There's a lot of economic strife, right?
Yes.
So with that, they grew up not having any money. There was a high unemployment rate. So then you had the baby boomers who were born between 1944 and 1964, who basically their parents were traditionalists, and they were just like, you know what, we have actual money now. We're just going to spend it all, So that's basically... Right. My dad was born in 1964, so he falls into that category. So,
in between that time.
He all right. He know where he at, that's okay. But anywho, so they spent all their money. Now we had the Generation X, which basically is our parents, right? That's 1965 to about 1980. So their parents were essentially baby boomers, right? And they're like, we're going to be a little bit more conservative with our funds and not really spend as much. So now we have us, millennials, born in 1981 to about 1995. And we're just like, man, we're just going to spend our money. We're just going to spend it and just call it a day. So I would just say that my mom, she's a part of Generation X, and she is the part of the generation where she actually kept all of her funds. She was afraid of losing them. So with that, I wouldn't necessarily I agree to an extent, but not all parents or all people come up with not having that educational background. Although I do agree there are not enough resources available to those people who did not have those funds.
I talk about that shit all the time.
To actually get those resources and obtain that knowledge of personal finance. Although to this day, there is no excuse for you not to be financially capable of your finances. Because guess what? We have these things called phones, where we can have anything that we want. Smartphones.
Not just the regular phone.
Okay.
But you
These
got
boys
dumb niggas
are
on
smart.
smartphones. What's
But
going on?
hold on,
That's
listen.
so
You can
true.
type in anything and get the
You can
answer
take the horse to the
within
water.
3 seconds.
Answer not always right, my baby. That's why it's important for you to have.
I know. WebEx
people-
be lying like a mug.
I
important for you
understand
to have
that,
people
but
like
you
your
can
mother.
also ask around too. Instagram. Everybody wake up
Nigga,
and
it's
go to
all on
sleep with
you.
Instagram.
It's all on
That's
you.
all we
But you know
got
what? That's
Mimi.
okay, because my name is Mignon, and I'm here to fix your life.
You
Okay.
got the websites, apps, we need
I
names.
got-
we
look.
need it all. We need it all,
My
my
name
baby.
is Mignon. I'm going to fix your life. So
Yes.
it honestly just started about 2 weeks ago.
Right. Hey, but you been getting heli action, though.
Look, and
Yes.
I'm just going to tell you the reason why.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing. Okay.
She do.
However, it's just my friend like, look, girl, I just need some help. And I'm like, well, I mean, did you do your budget? And she just like, no. And I'm like, well, you need to create a budget, you know? And this girl right here, my beloved
don't put my
best
business
friend.
out there.
Beloved.
Don't put my business out there.
I'm not.
So-
Only thing I'm going to
We
say
not.
is.
That's what the podcast here for. You was
So,
fucked
no,
up?
we can.
No,
It's not that I was messed up.
She not.
You just didn't have it organized? Like what?
She just,
Not only not
Not-
organized, but I be having some hell of a bit of like unexpected.
splurges.
Nah, it's the expenses though. Like
Yeah.
Oh, you
everything
do
be
got a
coming out the
family,
wood.
right? You do have a family.
it's just, honestly, a budget is all about just
Damn.
organizing and managing your funds. That's it.
It's
That is
about
so true.
organizing these chocolate chip cookies. that
I
I'm eating
see,
right
man. He
now.
not even listening
I
to me.
know.
He just,
I
All
am
you,
listening
all,
to you. I'm
all you hear the
multitasking.
microphone and I'm like, my God, they that good. You
I
want
mean,
to share them with the people?
Oh, okay, guys. Yes,
We
so
should
I
do
do
a
bake
cookie
as well.
giveaway.
Yes, I love baking. That is actually my
Oh,
passion.
honey.
You know,
She
budgeting
got
just
these-
came along, and I'm good at it, and I'm just trying to help out people. So once again, Mignon, fix your life. Instagram, Mignon, fix my life. Okay.
As a testimonial, I want to say.
First testimonial.
On mic number 7 on the podcast, I just want to say. You know, I looked at thumb about 4 times in a row.
He said,
You know what I mean? That shit moist and shit. That shit lit. Like, this shit. Yo, I love chicks that bake, yo. Like, that's like one of my weaknesses. Be like, if you can bake a cupcake good, like a nigga came home from a long day at work, and you just want to back rub, and then she like, baby, I made some brownies there in the oven. Like, feed me a brownie, baby. You know you be baking them brownies. You know what I mean? Give me a little brownie, a little milk on the side, even though I'm lactose. You know?
I am too. Oh, trust and believe.
Oh,
yeah, I
Mignon.
understand. I
Ain't the
understand.
struggle
"Killing
real?
your system."
I have my pills on my purse, okay, in my
I
car,
can't even
and at work.
enjoy cinnamon toast
Okay.
crunch.
I can't.
No, I can enjoy that now. It's the cheese. The cheese that get you those quesadillas. No more.
Ooh,
No more.
quesadillas.
Your stomach be
That's
boiling.
like the best bar food though.
Burling.
Like, you go to the bar, the quesadillas be lit.
Me be up there rocking like, ooh.
I just know
going
my
down.
limits.
I
At
know
work,
my limits too. Yeah.
they like, you want some ice cream? No, I'm good. I'm
and Cold
good.
Stone used to be my shit. Be the oh my god, the strawberry with the waffle cone.
Oh yes, with the graham crackers,
graham
right?
crackers.
And the strawberries too.
Or hey yo, let me get y'all a Cold Stone story. Right, this one me hooked on Cold Stone.
okay.
This sound-
My sister, this was years ago. We were still in like high schoolers, right? Now me being a greedy nigga I am, right? She had the Cold Stone birthday cake remix in the freezer, right?
remix.
Birthday cake remix, right? So I'm like, man, what the fuck is this, man? Brownies and shit. Who gonna eat that?
You.
Man, I just dabbed in. I'm like, oh, this shit kind of straight. So I go back downstairs. I dabble in it some more.
You
Then
ate
I
the whole
dabbed. Then I
cake.
dabbed again. And I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna just eat this.
It was probably this much
Man,
left.
I put that little piece of shit back in the freezer. My sister was like, "Who was eating my ice cream?" I'm like, "Shit." You know, I
Oh
got the
my
brownie.
gosh.
I got the brownie right there. I'm like, I did like go in on your Cold Stone, man. Shout out to Bob Stewart, man. Shout out to Stewart. She a friend of the family. She was working at Cold Stone, hooking us up. Okay. But
Okay,
man,
upgrade
Cold
to a
Stone
meal.
dates used to be the shit. Now you can't be on a Cold Stone date with a baddie and your stomach doing a
Absolutely not.
doing the
Oh my
most.
God.
No.
Be like, yeah, you know, you look so beautiful. Do do do. Like, oh my god.
Let me look.
You look beautiful, but my stomach bubbling, baby. I got that's
Let
not
me
good.
tell y'all.
You don't want to do that when you're lactose.
It
Know
be
your
real.
limit.
You do not. No, you
Know
do
your
not.
limitations.
You be up there readjusting in the seat.
You being
Whew.
niggas be like, you do the arm, you do the leg, you be
Yup, yup.
like,
Rocking.
you be like,
Or hold your stomach, you know, with your
You
hand.
be like, okay. I'll be right
you
back.
don't laugh too hard, even though the joke funny.
You
Yo.
want this shit on
Yep.
yourself.
You don't want to do that. You be like, wine, more wine, please. Yes, but man, money is a very critical part in our community, man. And I was just watching it's like an interview, I think on YouTube. I think it was with Dick Gregory, and he was just talking about how the black community is the only community where our dollar doesn't get circulated. You
That
got
is so
fucking
true.
Rite Aids and Walgreens, and you got all the Chinese people, the Arabs, and we don't own nothing in our community.
Well, why
From
do
the
you think
food
that's
to
so?
pharmacy to education.
That is so true.
And that's very critical. You know what I'm saying? If every nigga in your neighborhood make over 1,000 a week, right? Let's just give it a random scenario.
Okay.
5 niggas on your block, all 5 of y'all make 1,000 a week. But 4 out of the 5 of them niggas getting the Gucci belt, they getting the new J's. You know what I'm saying? 3 of them niggas ain't got a debit card. I think we was talking about that.
Yes, we were.
Niggas is out here without credit and debit cards.
Hold on. Yes, that is
Nigga,
so true.
it is a Chase Bank, Bank of America, Fifth Third.
Credit union. Yes, credit
Well,
union.
so many people done
I
scam
got
so
credit
much they
union
can't
one.
get no real bank account. We'll talk about that on a later date.
Man, what you mean scamming?
I'm about to say,
No.
what?
You scamming, Chanel?
No, I'm just saying so many people
on?
have really scammed so much, like doing that whole bank scam thing, they can't get a real bank account. So they 34, 35, from being young and dumb. Now you can't go get a Bank of America account. You can't go get a checking account. You got to go get, what's that little green card? The green dot,
dots,
them
some
little
shit. What's
prepaid cards to
Cash
load
App
your direct
card.
deposit on, little silly stuff like that. But I agree. Our dollar isn't circulating, but it's
No, it's
mainly
not.
because how many black-owned businesses are in our
That's what I'm
neighborhoods?
talking about. That's why the internet is so powerful now. You know what I mean? The money you can make online, a different stream. Say if you got a profession like you do, right? You've been working in finance, stuff like that. Even though you do human resources in the day, you can sell cupcakes and fix niggas' lives with their budget on the side
She showed
Absolutely.
and have other streams of income. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Which is very critical.
Absolutely.
If you don't have that, you know what Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Come on now.
Come on.
Quote it.
He said, you don't have a spending problem, you have an income problem.
Absolutely.
So you niggas need to get
That's
on
the
your
word.
JOB with your hustles,
That's the
have more
word.
skills so that you can have more assets.
But a lot of people don't know how to recognize what their skills are. Some people are so conditioned to work a 9 to 5 or to work whatever schedule that they're working.
Like
they
the
don't know
generations before us.
exactly. They don't know what it means to create another stream of income.
Or they don't have the support.
Not only yes, I can agree to support, but there's so many. It's like you said, the research and
That's true.
doing and finding these resources because there's so many different resources for minorities right now. I'd be damned if you
Man,
sit
there's
up here and
so
tell
much
me,
out here. It's
but
ridiculous.
if you don't look, you seek. If you don't seek
It
it,
ain't
you'll
even
never
a look.
find.
The shit is in your face every day.
But
Like,
some people blind though. Some
You
people
feel me?
blind. You can
Like-
tell somebody right every
you know
single
how
day
many
till they
niggas is
blue
doing
in the
credit
face.
repairs now and fixing shit now.
I know
Yep.
that's like a hustle or something.
I
It's kind of like
guess,
a
you know,
network
I don't-
marketing
It's
thing.
all over the place.
All
man.
of this
It
shit
is.
is like damn near a hustle. You know, it's all about who you
I
really
mean, but
trust
that's what's up though.
and things like that.
And
you know?
your
'Cause
work
everybody,
ethic and how you
uh,
gonna put it out there too.
I can name 7 people in my family that need credit repair.
I did my credit repair like a year ago. Like a year and some change ago.
It's needed though.
Yeah, because my
It
money.
fixed your life then.
Yeah, I did my money marketing
at me,
accounts, portfolio. Got my stock up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I took money.
Let's talk about stock though.
This is around my birthday. This when I was
Okay.
working with the attorney extra crazy, and I was fucked up. So I took some money out my 401k because I wasn't getting paid from it for a minute at first, and we was laid off. So I took some money out my 401k. It was damn near 2 bands, and went on the Robinhood app that a guy I've been working back and forth with, Jerome Percy Lynn. He's a financial advisor. Took his advice and started buying stocks and shit. So I invested in brands that I wear every day. So I'm looking at my
Absolutely.
closet. I'm looking at my watches and shit. I'm like, yo, what the? Okay, Nike.
Who
I got an
gonna-
Apple
Gotta
phone.
have that Nike.
You know what I mean? Aquafina, Designy, water companies. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten into the crypto yet because I'm not as educated on it.
How do you feel about cryptocurrency? though?
It's not scalable to me as far as it's not scalable. It's not stable. It's nothing solid. It's new. It's a
Very.
new currency
Yeah.
like bitcoins and
Like,
and
how
shit
do you
like
think?
that,
How long do you
Litecoins.
think it's gonna last though?
It's going to last because people are using it underground. You know what I mean? You're using it. You're exchanging that currency in other ways than what we do every day as far as goods and services. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I think it'll probably be around for
that
quite
shit
a
gonna be
time.
around.
Yeah.
That shit gonna
You
be
think so?
around. I
Mhm.
think so for
Yeah.
sure.
I think it's dying out. I don't think it's as.
Nah.
I don't think it's as like. I think
Because
it's kind of
it's
getting.
just
You can
starting
pay
off.
for shit now with Bitcoin.
Well, no, Bitcoin been around for a long time. Only reason I know is because
Early 2000s for sure.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been around for a long time. I think we're really just starting to get exposed to it.
Yeah.
But I think because it's been around so long and people have tried it, and it's not actual. What is it? I can't think of the word. Somebody
cookies and drinking.
I'm like,
I can't
what?
help you.
Somebody be at the sources. Jesus, be a synonym. I can't think of the word.
You can't think of a synonym or antonym right now.
Help me out. Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that's the effects of Bignon's cookies. But
Is what kind of cookies?
I
got the
had a
regular
cookie.
cookies. What
No,
up?
I had.
I got the regular.
Shut up.
You over there tripping?
Shut up! I had a cookie before you
There's some
came.
more. Well, not here.
I had to test it out.
Mignon, you gonna make that pasta?
Yes, I will.
You making pasta?
No, pie.
Pie.
He's been
Oh.
asking for apple pie for
this
such a
me
long
and
time.
Excuse me.
This me
Oh,
and y'all
yes.
conversation.
Raspberry cheesecake. You don't need this. I'm your best friend.
Oh, I'll get
I'm the most
Judgment of
jiggy.
character
Like,
here.
chill
Oh
out.
my god.
This is a true. You're
So
supposed
much-
to be
so much
Julian's
pressure.
godmother, and you're baking somebody else apple pie.
Now back to bills, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now say if you messing with a guy, right? Same age bracket, age demographic, this, that, and
Lord
the third.
Jesus, the dating.
And
Lord Jesus.
and you realizing over time, it's been a month or two that this nigga, he ain't financially right. You noticing on the dates, the dates ain't
Give
as,
us the testimony.
the dates not as frequent. And
I actually have a story.
go ahead, get a story up.
Give us the
Get a
testimony.
story up. You know the bill coming, the debit card. It's just a green dot. You don't know.
So I
I'm
was
not judging
first
nobody,
talking to
but
a
shit.
guy,
Go ahead. Niggas is
and
fucked up
he
out here, B.
told
Real life.
me we probably second date. He said, "Look, I only got $13 in my account.
He had 12.
$13.
Do you? Oh, I think it probably was.
$3
It was
over
12.
10.
I remember that.
Anywho,
story.
he
Nigga,
was
gas
like,
is $13.
he said, "Do you want to go to McDonald's and get a bottle of wine?" I said,
hold on.
"Excuse
Now, I don't know if I'm judging the man
me."
or where did you meet this nigga?
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Oh,
no, don't
yeah, we
don't
gonna
say
talk
it.
about it. We
Don't
need to
say
know.
it.
Let's just say it was an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed. You was in the city. You was in the,
No.
Where was you at? You was in
Okay,
the,
first off, no. Let's just say it didn't last long after that conversation. Okay.
How old is this nigga?
A
Our
year older.
age.
A year
The
older.
nigga damn near 30 and said McDonald's and wine.
Damn, we
Yes.
ain't
A filet-o-fish?
Filet-o.
Jesus.
You can't even get us. You can't even supersize with the nigga. Like,
First off, I said my meals at McDonald's cost about $7-8 alone.
So what
depending
he
on
getting,
what
$1
I'm getting.
he didn't get the premium chicken selects or nothing. Nigga went right to the value. Like, yeah,
Give me
okay.
a McDouble and
nuggets.
I just
Okay.
felt so offended.
4-piece sweet and
'Cause
sour.
For me to date someone, you had to be financially sound, or you had to be willing to let me teach you just something. Because
me.
you're right. I don't
Teach
want to
me.
be with somebody like
Shit.
that.
I mean,
It's
my
just
my
too
dates,
much.
my date bills be.
But you shouldn't even be dating if that's the case.
I agree.
Because
you
how
a grown
you
ass man that can't afford a chicken select.
hold on, they out here.
God
They're
damn.
42 years
You ain't
old
got
and
no
can't
debit
afford a
card,
Two
chicken
for
kids.
fillet.
20, something. I don't know.
Nigga,
I don't know.
But that's the
Not even
reality
a
of
four,
dating.
right?
They're
The
not.
strawberry lemonade about $4 by itself.
Okay.
You
Small
gotta get the
at that.
strawberry lemonade.
Okay,
when you
and
go
I
to
like my
Wendy's.
McFlurry. Okay, medium size.
Oh, you wouldn't get none of that
okay.
with no
Oreo
$12.
The Oreo.
And then y'all had to
I
get
think you made
wine.
some-
Remember?
The wine is 2 for $10.
Nigga, first of all, no, it ain't. First of all, good wine is at least $15 a bottle.
Okay.
with
So
that.
y'all wasn't even
Well,
getting
I
that.
like barefoot. I mean, I'm
What the
not
fuck
hard
is
to
barefoot?
please.
You drink barefoot?
Oh, hold on. We will
I'm
not judge here.
I definitely judge women who drink
Dang.
barefoot.
We are not going to
I
judge
hate
here.
barefoot. I
You
hate
do?
all that shit. Like,
You
why,
do?
why the fuck is you drinking that?
Because
go to the store.
It gets you to a nice
Meow.
little place.
I ain't where it's supposed to
But
be.
she-
I'm going
but
to
my
the store.
baby is
Here
a
go
little
Wall, here go
lightweight.
Wall.
She a little lightweight though. She like that.
I
Let
ain't
her
like-
let her
yeah.
have.
Okay, well,
lightweight.
you know what you do? You get a premium wine.
Okay.
and when
Okay,
you-
so put us up on
when
your
you have,
premium
when you
wine.
get premium beverages, whether it's alcohol or wine, you don't have to drink a lot of it to get fucked up or
That
get a
is very
buzz.
true.
That's true.
You have quality anything. You don't need a lot of it, except for when you're getting quality dick. You know what I mean? Chicks might be like,
I knew he was
my
gonna put that in
you
there.
see the
I
oh
knew
my
he was
God.
gonna put that in there.
Yeah, you got a quality pipe. They coming back. But anything else, you just sip it. You chill. You sip it. You chill. You ain't got to keep going back 2 for 10s and be fucked
for
up,
10s.
hangover. Your blood sugar done went up because
Your blood sugar.
you know what I mean. The wine
blood
ain't up with
pressure up
sugar.
there.
Ain't no
Gosh.
bubbles in it or nothing. That shit. Oh
So
my
when
God.
you take you do your little in-home dates or whatever, y'all decide to chill at the crib, Netflix and whatever. What wine do you buy?
You know what?
Well, what do you come with when you go to her house? If
First of
y'all
all, when I
Netflix
come,
and chilling?
first I'm coming with a bottle of cognac. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10,
Of course.
she'll have wine there. You know, or I'll ask you what kind of wine would you like? A Merlot, Cabernet, you know, White Zinfandel, whatever you know what I mean.
Okay,
Whatever your taste
okay.
is like, or if it's in season, you know what I mean. Like it's getting kind of cold and shit out now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it gets to the liquor, it's time for the Tennessee honeys, the whiskey, bourbons, stuff like that.
No,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
truth.
Cognac is very heavy. You know what I mean? A lot of women that I know don't drink like dark like that.
I'm sorry, they all drink dark like that nowadays.
Not like nowadays.
I actually
Nowadays.
don't drink dark like
We
that.
know.
And not
We
like
know.
that. Like I'm talking about chicks that I really date. Like they don't really do
Oh,
the cognac like that. If I'm coming with cognac, it's really for me. You know what I'm saying?
and you
might
buy them
get
a
your
little White Zinfandel.
Yeah, he get your. I'm over here
Get
with
your
mine. You know what I'm saying?
His and hers.
Yeah, his and hers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or if we're going out to eat. First of all, if I know my money fucked up for that week or two of that month, I'm not asking nobody on the date.
Yes.
start there.
Amen.
I'm not about to do that. I'm not,
Amen.
because when I go on a date, I like to be confident.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I put like, what's
When you
up?
pull
This-
that card out, you want to make
this-
sure it ain't gonna be
this,
like
this shit, this
sorry.
going through.
Okay.
You know, if I put that
Slap
cash
that
out,
down with authority.
yeah. So you said what? And she leave a tip. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I'm not going out.
Oh, wait. Go back. You said she lead a tip.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, she might. If I pay for it, she might leave a tip.
Oh.
Or
I've done
I
that
just
be-
started.
I've done that before.
I really
Now,
just
do
started
that,
tipping
do that
too.
all the time. No,
I used to be. I used to be a horrible tipper.
not on the first
Yeah.
date. Maybe on the
Like,
third.
dating,
I may.
dating,
Maybe on the third
dating
or
made
fourth.
me tip. You know, dating made me tip. I had to grow up out of that tipping phase. I wasn't tipping shit. You know,
Are you serious?
I'll just pay for
You
the
know,
bill.
I know
my
a couple
God.
people who still do that to this day.
You know,
Are you
I had to
serious?
grow up, man. I had to grow up. I've been indulging to grown women and chicks with their shit together. You don't want to pay the bill, no leave no tip. That's embarrassing.
That is very embarrassing.
You know what I mean? So I had
First
to
of all,
grow
don't
up
go
and
out
tip.
to eat if you ain't leaving no damn tip. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you paying people for their service now.
Yeah,
People
you
gotta
know,
pay bills.
We,
Don't
we,
play
we
with
getting
me.
lit when we go out. You
So
know.
let me ask you this question, Thomas.
Yeah.
How much do you budget per month for your dates?
Man, I date a lot, so you know what I mean. My
Come
dating budget just my shit like
It's probably expensive.
This sounds
You
steep.
men,
My
I
shit like-
commend y'all.
like
This
300-400
sounds steep.
like 300-400 easy,
That's what's up.
easily because
And that makes sense.
because when I go out, number one, I like to deal with a certain caliber of female when I do go out because I go places where, bitch, if you embarrass me, I'm fucking the both of us up in this restaurant.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I need you to have some class, some etiquette, some mannerisms about
You
yourself.
gonna thump her in the forehead? Should have had a V8.
Oh, gosh.
It ain't never gotta be like that, but if you do
Okay.
decide to act up, I'm gonna definitely give you that look. Like we can get
You
the
be-
bill right now. You can find
Then the
you
type
where
of
you can
females you
get a
going
ride
on.
home at. But anyway,
Oh.
because man, you know it's a respect thing. If I'm taking you out respectably, and I'm treating you with respect, and you go out and you try to act a fool on me, and I ain't even a turn up type nigga in public.
Has this
I
happened?
Have you
before?
right?
Yeah,
I
it
feel
has
like
before, yeah.
you know it's you know
It
you're
did.
speaking
It
from
kind of bubbled up. You know, I'm
experience.
sweating out the cognac
You
too,
know?
but. You know,
What-
I had
tell us.
Unfortunate.
I had one experience like that, and then we
Tell
never
us.
talked again. But you know, you can't bring everybody everywhere, and I be everywhere around
really?
a lot
Oh, I
of like I be
see.
around a lot
St.
of
Clair
astute
Shores.
Been
people.
around the world
everywhere.
and I.
I can't find my baby.
Oh no, the other night I wasn't in St. Clair Shores. I was actually in Commerce Township. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
right off the
But
water
you
and
need
shit.
a
I was-
person who is cultured
I need a person that's
and with
because
etiquette.
I'm
You
that.
need a lady,
a lady.
you know, who
A
can
woman.
compliment
Yeah,
you.
I'm fucking. Whoa, look at you. I'm about this cookie. As a woman.
Come on, let's have a moment of silence for this cookie. Tell us how good it
Man,
is.
this shit's so fucking. Ain't no moment of silence. You see me, be smacking on this cookie. You know what I mean? But
Well,
what's
thank
your
you.
dating budget for the month? You know what I mean?
I don't have
Don't
one.
no women got no dating budget.
Hey, let me tell y'all something
First
right
of
now.
all, we-
Excuse
Let
who?
me tell y'all something right now,
Excuse
women.
me.
We
I
are
know he had asked
courted.
me
I
that
am not the
question.
I did.
courtee. I am the
I know he did
courted.
not just ask me this question.
Come on, we're the
And
courted.
let me.
It's nowhere
This is
near my
not an on
budget.
blast or nothing, right? When you get home and you talk to your mother, right? Now, how long has your parents been married for?
Ooh.
Forever.
Over 20 years, type shit.
Yeah, over 20.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so,
Mom and
So,
Dad.
so your mother
I
has.
don't know the exact date.
So your mother has
Or
courted
year.
your father. I'm pretty sure. As a grown
Yes.
woman, this is the scenario y'all always plays because it's sarcastic, but it's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, say if I come out, I got $200 on me, right? We finna go out, we finna have a good time, drink, have fun. Might Uber because I ain't driving, I'm drunk. We fucked up being responsible, right?
Okay, yes.
Say some shit happen, I lose my wallet. I can't. You know, what if some money fall out the joggers?
Of course,
anything.
we come with a credit
Oh,
card.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, we get all of that. But I'm just saying, make sure you have at least $40, $50 on you.
Oh, of course.
Well, no, yeah, that too. But I always come
You
with
know,
a credit card. At
Just in,
least.
you know, it's a just in case thing. As a woman, just keep the just in case right there. Keep that 50 over there, just in case some shit go left.
This is
Because
true.
you just never know. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Like I said, when we first started, I definitely do think that if you are in a relationship, you should definitely have your partner on your budget. I'm not in a
Yes.
relationship, so there's no man on my budget.
Juju's on her budget.
Oh, okay, yes,
But no.
Juju, yes.
Yeah. So what's on your dating budget? Man?
Listen here, okay?
You don't date though. So
I don't date. Ain't
I
you?
didn't even- So anyway.
So yes,
Leon.
my dating life is dead.
My best friend get around.
What?
Well, not like that.
Hey, that's that long.
Hey. Okay, not like
Look,
that.
okay.
She's a sensible woman.
Look.
Okay, not like that. Okay.
She didn't put my business out there. So no, I don't have a dating life. Okay, and no, I'm not getting around. You know.
Turn the live off. You gonna? I get around.
I done told my whole
Yeah,
life.
don't be putting your friend business on.
Look,
Look,
I didn't mean it like
You know,
that.
I didn't have to give a brief
like that.
disclosure. Like, damn, you gonna put me out there?
Guys approach her.
Yes.
Okay.
we're gonna wrap up in a minute, but then you don't put her business out, man. Y'all, she getting around.
You know, I get approached, you
She
know.
gets approached.
But don't nobody, first of all, I'm like the old man whisperer. Oh my God. I had, so my job has like our
We
little,
about to wrap up soon.
okay.
Yeah, but you got a dating life or you don't? It's a yes or no right now.
Okay, I don't have one right
Yes
now.
or no?
It's on ice. Okay.
You better get that nigga off thin ice and go skate with him. Anyway, Mignon,
Yes,
Jesus Christ, you fixing lives.
I am.
Go follow. What's your IGs and all that? Give us the
Mignon Fix My Life.
Uh-huh.
And then my personal page is Miss_Mignon, MENYON.
Fellas, don't DM if the budget ain't right. She gonna ask you about your date budget, your toe budget, your nail budget, your haircut
Your
budget.
yes.
That's right.
Groceries.
You feel me?
you
Grocery
eating?
bills. You need that juicy juice, beloved. You know, but we're gonna wrap up. It's the Ignorant Intelligent Podcast. I really appreciate your insight. And
Absolutely.
these motherfucking cookies that's like,
Woo,
I don't know if I
woo,
want to
woo,
bite
woo.
you with a cookie. Like,
Oh.
you know, in a good way.
It's a meal.
It's a whole meal over
A
there.
whole
Yes.
meal.
Right here. You know what I mean? Let me get it.
And dessert.
It's,
You got your meal
Ignorant Intelligent
and dessert.
Podcast. I appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in because this shit good as a motherfucker right now. Shout out to Mignon Mama and
Hey,
Chanel
Ma.
people for tuning in.
Woo, woo,
You know what I
woo.
mean? We just sipping cognac and eating cookies. Like this shit. These is real chocolate. Chocolate chip. Go ahead, go ahead, Ellen. Wrap us up, baby. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Sorry it was short. Niggas was late, and business was acting funny. I love y'all. Damn, bitch. Huh?
I know, ain't that good? I had one before you came.
Yeah.
And